Hello friends, this is Amy and welcome to my channel. We're going to do my very first Christmas in July of 2022. These are some Hobby Lobby spoons that I had picked up. I just thought they were really cute. And I am going to make them into a cute little Santa Claus. And so I'm using the Waverly Crimson and Waverly White. And we're just going to start with painting these in. And this blush pink from Rust-Oleum is perfect for, the Santa's face. And so we're just going to mark in a little bit, and that's going to become where his face will be. And then just let this all dry. And then at this point I wanted to do the face, and so I just do a little practice on the paper, and I'm using the end of the paintbrush and just as carefully as you can make a couple of dots. And then again, you'll want to let this dry so you don't end up smudging it to put in his eyebrows. And I have a very nice marker that I use for this kind of thing. I've actually got several, but just to make it look nice and neat, I like to use a marker and draw those on. But you could use, paint if you wanted to, and if you have the ability to do it. Now I want to give him a little hat. This is going to be the brim of the hat, and so I just have some of this faux fur, and it's way too long, so I'm just going to trim it down so it kind of looks more like, the brim of a hat. And once you get that ready, just hot glue that right around and secure it on the back side. All right, these are just they're pearls that Stampin' Up! Has, and they're self-adhesive, and I'm just going to use that as a nose and then paint it with that paint that I used to paint the face. And that's the fun thing about this kind of stuff. It's paintable, and you can do other things with it besides adding onto cards. And then I'm just adding a little light to the eyes, a little white on a toothpick. You always want to do that. It gives it life, and it just makes it so cute. Now I got a white pipe cleaner, and I'm going to make a beard for this cute little Santa Claus. And I'm just kind of taking the end of my little take your pick tool. That's another Stampin' Up! Item. And I'm just going to twirl it around and see if I can make some kind of a beard. So I'm just fussing around with it, and this one seemed a little big, so I made a smaller one. And I'm just going to put hot glue and hold that in place. And there we go. We're not quite done yet. We've got a few more items to put on here, and I wanted to add the string. And now ultimately, I would love to have had on hand like they're called like eye hooks, and you would screw that into the top, but I didn't have any, and I wanted to get this finished. So I'm just going to do it this way and put the little pom-pom on the top. Another way would be to drill a hole, but it would be difficult to get that pom-pom in there. There's really no wrong way. You just got to work with what you have. And then using that same pen to put the year on it. So I made 4 of these, and these are going to be part of my celebration. When I reach 10,000 subscribers, I'm going to be sending out some gifts to a certain amount of people. I don't know yet, but I'm kind of making things for this celebration. I'm getting so close to 10,000 subscribers. Just adding a little jingle bell to that. And there's 4 of them. I love it. They turned out really cute and they're just little, so they'll make a nice ornament. Well, let's keep going. We've got more to do here. And DIY number 2. This is just a little wood slice that I had, and this is really quick and easy. If you've got a cute napkin, you can trim that out and use that as the image. Like I said, super cute, super easy. The very most important thing you want to do is if you're going to use Mod Podge, you're going to want to take the layers down on your napkin. And I thought it's going to look a whole lot better with a white background. So then I just took some acrylic paint and I just painted around it. And if you use the brush like this and just take your time and drag it along, you can kind of keep that circle pretty, pretty clean looking. And before you would do any Mod Podging, you'll want to make sure that this is thoroughly dry. And here I'm using my little take your pick tool and just going to poke that out. And I just wanted to show you one of the pieces that goes with this. I will list that in my description box as well. So I'm peeling apart this cute little penguin and I'm going, I wonder if I'm at the end. And I got a little glimpse and sure enough, there is one more layer. Now we're down to the first layer. And then I applied the Mod Podge directly to the wood piece, laid it down, and just kind of used it's so small, it really didn't wrinkle or anything. And I just used the brush to kind of gently go over the top. And then let that dry. That Mod Podge dries clear, and we're just going to put a little piece of black string so it can hang on the tree. And I thought it needed a little bow, so I'm adding in a little bow. It's just fun to have all this fun stuff around. I add things as I see them, as I like them, and that way when I'm ready to craft, I've got a pretty good supply to choose from. Let's keep moving. DIY number 3. This is a juice, like the juice containers, and it's like the concentrated. I save all that kind of stuff because I might be able to use it. So I am going to use one of them today. And I'm just going to use this trim that I bought. I'm sure it was a Hobby Lobby purchase. And I'm just going to glue that directly down on the juice lid. But I didn't like the silver, so I'm going to actually put some of that greenery in there as well. And that's just kind of a loose green. And so I'm just making it round and trying to make it work. And hot gluing it right directly down. And just showing you that I put in a piece of string at this point. This is probably the best time to do it. Everything's not quite ready or dry, and so I put it in there so it's ready to go. And more Hobby Lobby cute items, embellishments, and just a light bit of glue so you don't see any glue oozing out of the side. And then these little trinkets. This is an old Stampin' Up thing. I just, if I see something I like, I'll pick it up, and then I've got it for when I need to do, things like this. I'm just going to glue those cute little pine cones in there. I just think it'd be so cute to make little wreaths. You could do lights or anything in there. I didn't have anything that small, but it's an idea. Even the ones that aren't really lit up, they look like little strings of lights. I think those would be cute. And we definitely have to have a little bow. So I tied a little bow on to go on the bottom. And then we're going to just trim that down. Very quick, easy to do. I hope you like this one. We'll keep going. We got a number 4 right coming up. This is really quick. These little cutting boards, I know I've seen these at Dollar or Hobby Lobby too. And you could use your Cricut. I just decided to just try my hand at some, cute lettering and put a cute little sign on it, a little phrase. And if you use like different, the top one was capital letters and then, different ways to write it, it does look pretty cute. And I wanted to take the hot cocoa and highlight that, so I'm going to thicken all that lettering. And using my Sharpie markers are nice. They've got the nice tip and they will stay. And I really kind of felt like it's not quite ready. I even added some lines. So you'll see what I did at the very end. Now, something that you need to do on something this cute is do something with that handle. And so I'm just going to put a small messy bow on it. I had cut these pieces and I was going to put a bow, and it was like, nope, it is not long enough. So then we'll just go get some more pieces of other ribbon. This is a great way to use your scraps. And made a messy bow, and then trim your edges of your ribbon. Okay, one more detail I've got to do. And I don't believe I have there it is, yes. Just adding a little white in there, and ideally it would be another pen I didn't have. I know there's like Uniball, that's a nice pen that I like, but I don't think I have it anymore and I need to pick one up. But just to put a few little highlights in there. All right, last but not least, DIY number 5. I wanted to make a cute little gnome. This is just a scrap of a sweater that I have, and just going to use hot glue. I recommend if you use hot glue, use fabric glue because the other won't hold. And we're just going to make a tiny little pillow, and that's going to become the body. And getting out my faux fur again. Now, I learned that a nice way to cut this is to go from the back side. That way your fur is not affected and you won't cut through it. It'll just do the back side. And then just going to glue that on there. And I'm trying to do it just kind of in the middle. Now this ultimately would be the time to put the nose on, like when I'm doing this hat. All I'm doing is just trying to cut and fit. There's nothing, measured. I'm just seeing how things look. And I should have left that a little longer, but it turned out fine. Just trying to give you a few hints. So this, we're just going to make a tube. So glue that and then inside that out. And yes, now would be the time to put the nose on there, which I didn't. It looked fine at the end, but it would have been a lot easier to just put it on right at this point. Because I had that all glued and it was like, oof, I can't even get this up. All right, so we put that on. And then I decided, well, you want to stuff it a little bit too. But then sometimes you see there's a little tuck. And see how I'm just putting a little bit of fabric, making it like it's got a little tuck. This is completely optional, whatever you prefer. Sometimes it's cute because it'll make the hat look a little saggy. And then just put some stuffing in there. And I gathered the top and I secured some black string to tie it off. Just going to put that on down the side. So cute. And using a little bit more of my faux fur, just going to roll that up, and it made a really cute little pom-pom. And here we are. This is a half of a bead, and just going to put that in as the gnome's little nose. I prefer to have it a little more covered with the fabric, but like I said, it was pretty tight. And then I did use a needle and thread just to put a little bit of a hanger on there. And there it is. I love it. Turned out really cute. Let's look at these one more time, starting from the first ones. The little spoon Santas. We've got our little wood slice and our napkin of the penguin. That's using a juice lid and just some fake, fur, not fur, but greenery. Our little tiny cutting board. And our little gnome that was super quick and easy to do. I hope you enjoyed my very first Christmas in July video. I sure had fun making these, and I'm going to be doing that the rest of this month. If you like my video, please click like and subscribe. I truly appreciate you all, and you have a wonderful week. Bye-bye, my friends.